Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary
There have been about
sometimes.
380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready.
All right.
You don't want to miss it. There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people won't be bad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I'm announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now. All right, we live, y'all. Wednesday night, March the 13th, 2024, the Mikey Justice Show. How is everybody doing out there?
I know I'm doing all right.
Brother, it look like it's about to get ugly out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting real dark, a lot of thundering.
Yeah, man. I seen that it ain't look too good for the home team.
Yeah. Turn me up a little bit in my headphones. I'm just...
My headphones.
Yeah, glad this thunder is from nature, because I heard a lot of thunder out there last night. It wasn't too kosher, my brother. With that being said, man, we're going to get off into it in a minute. You know, I like to always start with my opening greetings, man. So shout out to family and friends and everybody that's watching. You know, shout out to my Classical Junior Academy Cougars, my Sumner Bulldogs. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, always in the building, always in our mind, and always in our heart. So we always got to mention them guys. First thing, man, that old video when I put them old wings up there.
Yeah.
Lemon, honey, pepper, garlic.
Right. The LHGP community.
LBGH, lemon, butter, honey, pepper, garlic, wings. Yeah, man, been doing real good, man. Got almost 2,000 likes on that thing. You heard me?
That's all right.
Yes, sir. Gonna see if we could push a little bit more, man. Once we get up to 1,000 followers, you hear me? I don't usually ask for followers too much because that ain't really my thing. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really all about the likes and the clicks, man. It's all about the message. It's about results. It's about getting it done. You hear me?
For sure.
Yeah, and with that being said, man, probably boost that thing again. That weather getting warm, man. So that food truck finna pop, y'all.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be more than just showing y'all all these good pictures of all that good food. I'm gonna be able to make some of it for y'all.
You can come get some.
You gonna come get some? Yes, sir. And like I said, special discounts and special deals for people who follow me and leave comments and all that. So if you show me some love, I'll show you some love. Whatever you do, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But do something, like it, share it, drop a comment, do something. And if you can prove it to me, you got the receipt, then I will show you all love in return. Got a couple of old catering jobs coming up with my man, old Casmo. Looking forward to that. I'm doing one for tomorrow on the 14th, and then I'm doing one on the 28th. Yep. The beautiful part about the one on the 28th is I'll actually be a part of that show as well.
Right on.
Like I said, y'all might want to check that out. They're going to have some good local flavor. Devin Alexander, the great world championship boxer and local hip-hop legend, Rucker Puff. Yeah. So, you know, with your boy old Douglas in the building, Devin Alexander and Rucker Puff, that should be a good one, y'all. We're going to try to shoot it and show it on my Facebook page as well as Casmo's website, Casmo Mopo Productions. So yeah, I check my man's out. Let me see. Man, did you hear about the shooting over at the Phillips 66?
Yeah,
right here over on Martin Luther King, and they had one
King's
right there. King's Highway, and they had one over here at the Urban League too. You hear me?
Wow,
it's getting that area is just getting bad. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like they shut that shell down over there on St. Louis Avenue, Cass over in that area.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they need to do that with that Phillips 66 right there, man. It's starting to be a nuisance. You hear me?
Yeah.
Bro, I stop there when in the morning sometimes when I'm getting gas. You know, when I'm just all the way low, and I try not to get that low because you know how some places, man, just seem like a trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just ain't comfortable.
They had a
there.
reputation, man.
All of that. So if I can't use my card at the pump and it's solo bolo real early, a lot of light, I keep it pushing, man. Yeah, but they got a bad reputation. I'm like, man, a lot of these places, you know, they label them nuisance. I think that qualifies one. You hear me? I remember it was a couple of within the last year, man. If we was able to get those statistics from the police department, I'm pretty sure they had a lot of calls during a lot of incidents, bro. I remember at least three or four murders during the last couple of years.
Yeah, man. They use that nuisance thing when they want to. You know, that lady had that club downtown. Man.
Right, that's a nuisance.
Yeah.
When we shooting up the Airbnb and all that, putting it on social media, that's not a nuisance.
That's not a nuisance.
I guess
Yeah.
not, my brother. Yeah, man. First thing I want to go into, man, just the violence, man. If y'all paid attention to the news lately, man, it's just been a lot of violence involving children. You hear me? And whether it been the kids actually committing the crimes, because that's gotten out of hand too, man, as far as the guns, you hear me? Bro, when I heard those shots the other night, man, it really bothered me, you know what I'm saying? Because it felt like a form of bullying. And with this old Me Too movement and the times we living in, you know, they try to make you feel like you shouldn't have to be bullied or live in fear, you know what I'm saying? And I can't necessarily say that I was living in fear, brother. You know what I'm saying? I never try to act like I'm the toughest person in the world. You hear me? But it gets to the point, man, where it gets ridiculous. You hear me?
Yeah.
But all the violence and all that stuff that go on, man, is part of them brainwashing us. It's part of their way of getting it off. You hear me? And I just, I try to do stuff like this and use this platform to let my people know, man, that we got to just quit falling for the okie doke, basically.
Yeah, man.
If that's what they call it. You know what I'm saying?
To your point, man, that thing with them brothers getting shot on the bus, man, and this guy say somebody looked at him wrong. Like, really,
Brother,
you feel like you had to take it there because somebody looked at you wrong?
I had conversations with a few people that I know, that work for Metro and everything else, man. And we had conflicting arguments about how we would handle something like that. You hear me? Okay, this is my thing, man. For one, I feel like the whole thing should be labeled as a hate crime because it's somebody of a different color and they looked at you. You hear me?
Right.
Whether if you hated on them because of skin color, because you felt like you had the upper hand, I don't know. But that person don't know you. So you know what I'm saying? To feel like they're doing something that you got to take their life. That's why when it come down to all of that, they talk about people with mental health and having these guns, man, you got to kill the middleman. You hear me? You cannot control whether or not a person has a mental problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just something that's in you and something that you got to deal with, but you can't control the guns. So if you stop letting just anybody have guns, do more background checks, you know what I'm saying, get into people's mental. If you willing to pull the trigger and take somebody's life and throw your whole life away that fast, man, it probably ain't your first brush with the law. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Stop the slaps on the wrist, start holding people accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if you got them kind of violent crimes, then.
And then the whole
kinda
thing,
get
like we
guns and all
said,
that.
man, they can say whatever they want. Like to me, man, the whole thing about the guns, man, is coward and it's scare tactics.
Right.
You hear me? Like you say, it's keeping it real going wrong, man.
Definitely.
I was hoping that you queued that video up. I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I was looking for it, man. I couldn't find the full video. I think Facebook might have took it down.
But my man's wanted me to check that whole thing out and give him my point of view on it, because he was saying it was one of those moments that keeping it real went wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
He said it looked like basically like, well, you saw it, man.
Yeah.
You could explain better to them what you saw.
Yeah, so basically we talking about the Hazelwood school fighting. And it looked to me like the girl that slammed the girl head in the ground, man, like after she did it, she immediately thought about what she did and was like, oh man, I didn't mean to go that far. And
I mean,
couldn't take it back,
Bro, a lot of people that I've talked to about it have all had pretty much the same points about a person being scared. You selling those whoop tickets, you done amped it up so much that you overdo it because you don't know
what the other person gonna
because
do.
you done scared them, you done talked it up to that level because you don't want to look like no punk. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then when it's over with and you realize what's done and you can't go back, you realizing that you took it a little bit too far. You hear me?
Exactly.
One of my own brothers, man, let me know that taking stuff too far put him in a situation.
Yeah.
Say he got into a fight, a cousin came out and tried to break the fight up, you know what I'm saying? He was feeling some type of way. He said he went over and punched the guy again, it kept carrying on, and he said for that reason he got shot.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take his word for it. He told me that lead is something that's not made for the human body, brother.
For sure.
You know what we
I
say.
100% believe him.
Ain't no pinky toe or none of that, bro. I feel
Nah.
like anytime you put lead in the person, you intended on taking them out.
Yeah.
You
You
hear
tried to kill him.
And then another thing, man, while we on the subject of the whole fight and everything that was disturbing to me, they were trying to figure out whether or not they should charge the 15-year-old as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
100% garbage to me. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because now you playing both sides.
Yeah.
You just had a person that was convicted of murder or charged with murder that escaped juvenile. To me, a person that's capable of murdering somebody or taking their life, how can you put anything else on the scale as far as age? You hear me? You're not old enough to drink. You're not old enough to smoke a cigarette, but you are old enough to kill somebody.
Right.
You hear me? When I started that segment, man, with the wild thoughts and everything, that's what I wanted to do. I was just gonna use the music and everything, you know, just just keeping the show entertainment and just dressing it up a little bit, man. I might get back to doing that. You know, we can still do it. We just, you know, all the extra as far as because it
Copyright and all
just be
that.
some things, man. You know, like Arsenio used to say that make you say, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting up there like the whole election thing, man. Dude got multiple felonies and everything else. You heard me? And once again, I don't like to speak on it because I had people try to call me out as far as saying that I lean a certain way, I'm racist, and that I'm promoting a certain thing. And it ain't never been there with me or this show. The whole thing has been we call people out. We try to hold people accountable. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to give you your flowers and give you your due, we usually do that. And when it's time to call you out on something that don't make sense, because, you know, we always like to use the words transparent,
Right.
public is for the public, is part of public record. People have the right to know. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as minds start inquiring, then it starts turning into something else. You hear me?
We can't
You know,
go that far.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't get it, man. How can you decide to charge this person with murder? Well, as an adult, basically, you know, the female is in critical condition. I hope she don't die. She ain't dead. But I'm just saying, being tried as an adult, but you got a person who has committed a murder that's still getting a slap on the wrist as a juvenile. And to me, like I love them saying that putting them in juvenile gives them the chance of redemption. But in some crimes, once you cross that line, there is no redemption. You think about all that before you get to that point. So if you want to see these people, these young people that make bad decisions have redemption, probably make some programs or classes that'll teach them more how to carry themselves
Yeah, problem solving.
and not get in those type of
Yeah.
situations. Because to
Yeah.
me, man, you know, like the whole Janae Edmondson thing and losing her legs, like she said, dude could get 100 years, but she'll never get her legs back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So regardless of whatever, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know,
the punishment of it is
they killed me with that, man, because, you know, like I was just talking to my people, man. Like the lady with the 4 kids, you know, I had people saying, well, what about her, man? Did she have a funeral? She's somebody's mother. She's somebody's daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that type of stuff get lost. You know what I'm saying? They have no regard for the other side, man, and how things supposed to, you know, work out.
right.
But that really had brought something to my focus, man, to my mind. Like, yeah, man, they be killing me with that because they play both sides. Sometimes, like, you'll have a person on death row, and they'll be like, oh, we don't want to give that person the gas chamber, or we don't want to kill them this way or do that because
'cause
that's
it's-
cruel and
it's so inhumane.
unusual
Yeah.
punishment to that person. You know, like I said, okay, when you sitting up there shooting everybody, stabbing people 50, 60 times, cutting their head off and everything else,
Right.
killing them on social media, it wasn't cruel and unusual punishment to that person. So I don't be getting it, man. It's like, why play to both sides? If the law is strict, hold people accountable, then you won't have to play that middleman and play both sides all the
Right.
time. You hear me? You gonna tell me that you would even consider something like that? It's off the table to me. If a person can kill somebody and steal a kid, then a fight, you still a kid.
Yeah.
If murdering somebody didn't make you
Make
adult.
you right, an adult, straight up adult. Yeah.
Okay, back to the old Metro shooting, man. The argument that I had with a person, man. Okay, because, you know, I was trying to explain to a person, like, I try to stay 2 steps ahead of anything and anybody. And that's not because I'm trying to be extra smart, cute, clever, none of that, because everybody always on something, bro.
Right.
And that's just the way that I protect
yeah.
myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
the God's honest truth, man. Everybody got an angle.
So I was explaining to a couple of people, you know, if I was in that situation, because I got the joystick to me, so I know how I would have handled that situation. And the only reason I'm saying that is because just like the lady who got shot at the bookstore, when the guy came in there with the extra and put the demands on her, and
Right.
she ended up taking one. I try to tell people that I talk to, man, like, okay, I was telling somebody what I would have did in that situation, and when they showed me, you know, the other side of it and gave me their point of view and perspective, I'm like, yeah, I didn't say that I would have made the right decision.
Right.
I'm just telling you
The decision
that I would have made in
Yeah.
that situation. That's all that I was trying to stress. Okay, now from the way that they reported it on the news, they said that the guy that got shot looked at the guy wrong. Come on, man. That's too much in itself.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's a hate crime or something else. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to explain to this person, like, you a hell of a shot, man, if you shoot up in the bus and hit the target
Right.
that you
The
looking at.
one you was looking
Now
for.
maybe that's where that whole taking those raps and all that stuff off the bus went wrong. Because to me, that lowered crime a lot. People just stopped randomly throwing bricks at the bus. They stopped shooting at the bus. You can't tell who in it. You hear me?
Right.
You're going to feel a lot different if that might be your grandmama or somebody sitting in that seat when you pull that trigger. You don't know who's behind that tent, that window. So you think different.
Yeah.
But they took that off, you know, because once again, that's one of them things like, shit, you wear your mask during COVID. We want control all the time. And whether it's wrong or right, we never even get to that point.
Right.
All we know is I'm grown. I don't want nobody telling me nothing. We grabbing we, you know what I'm saying, we rolling it because we don't want to be told nothing.
Yeah.
We want all the control. We want to run everything. You know, it's just ridiculous, man. But they say that when the guy looked at him, he shot into the bus. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes and cuts the bus off. Walks up on the bus and continues to shoot. Innocent bystander gets killed and everything else. So what I asked the person that I was talking to and everything about the whole conversation, I said, there's no way if I was the driver of the bus that I would have opened the bus. You hear me? And let you come on there. What else do you have to prove? You already shot into the bus and killed 2 people. Hit somebody. You hear me?
So the guy actually came on the bus and shot some more?
Yeah, but she ran something down to me because I had it twisted. Because you know how I be thinking. I'm thinking like this. I'm thinking more or less when the news media said that he stepped on the bus, that he got on the bus, that he actually stepped on the bus. So if you walking on the bus with your AK-47 or your gun and you talking to somebody,
Yeah.
when you walking towards the back of the bus, I'm walking out the front.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting up out of here.
You got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You buy yourself as much time as possible. You hear me? I said there's no way that I would have opened that door. You hear me? And then they ran the scenario down to me. Well, what if more people would have got killed than everybody on the bus? For one, neither one of us don't know how many people on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Unless you've seen some film or surveillance that I didn't see. What if the bus driver or maybe one more person was on the bus?
Yeah.
Okay, then they
Sometimes
showed
roll like
another
that, yeah.
shooting of a young guy who started shooting right on the bus.
Yeah.
So how do you combat that? How do you handle that? To me, just like buildings and business, no guns on the bus. You don't supposed to be on the bus with a gun. They got all this advanced technology, metal detectors, all of that.
Right.
The driver should be able to hit a panic button. Sir, you can't come up here with your gun. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then, like I'm trying to explain to this person, they like, well, what if they would have just shot and killed everybody on the bus? That's what was already going through my mind. When you shot through the bus, what you would do and everything, that's off the table. You going to do it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You taking that kind of chance, you don't know who you was hitting?
okay, brother, for the sake of dignity, like me and you talk off the cuff, it's certain things that it's probably going to be my last day on earth. Because if you put that clicker to my head and tell me to do certain things that we not going to talk about on this earth,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
I told her, I say, remember the Murdermore shooting? All of that, get down, surrender. I done heard several situations where the people, I don't have no gun, gave the merchandise over, got down, put their hands up, don't shoot, and they still pull that trigger.
Yeah.
So you want to go out like that? What is there to prove? This person already proved to you that they're a threat. I will pull that trigger and I will take somebody's life.
Yeah.
So why play?
Yeah.
So you know what I told her? I said, she said, well, they cut the bus off. So when that person standing at your door with an AK-47 and say, open the door, you ain't got no choice but to open the door. Yeah, if you let them get to the door. If you shoot at my bus and you try to cut me off and you hop out that car, I'm plowing right through you, Metrolink style.
Exactly.
I'm taking you with me.
Exactly.
One of us getting up eating breakfast with the Lord the next morning, bro. I'm just
Exactly.
keeping it all the way 100.
Yeah.
I'm going right through you like I didn't even see you.
Yeah.
I'm knocking you down. I'm trying, bro.
Yeah.
If
I'm revving that bus.
I told you honestly on my seed 100 that if somebody was when I caught that person today acting like they was finna steal my truck and everything, that I told you they wasn't finna have no legs. If I'm ready to take you out on something like that, you shoot somebody and I'm driving the bus and I got any chance to get the upper hand on you, you dead.
You're done.
It's tuna fish all on the street, bro.
Yeah.
Look catfish nuggets everywhere. I'm knocking the hell out of you and trying to kill you, bro.
Yeah.
Just keeping it all the way
It
100.
had to be like that, but I mean, come on.
Man, that's what I'm saying. The guns, you hear me? You having people, man. I'm seeing people online, man, making posts and everything that I've been in 2-3 shootouts this week and I ain't got hit or this and that. Okay, keep on playing that game. I didn't find it cute and I didn't find it funny. You hear me? That's why I say you don't play Russian roulette. That's a game that you cannot win. You hear me? You better do the math. If it's a 6-shot revolver, you got 5 times to win.
In this game, you cannot win because you played to lose. You playing to losing.
Number 6, you are up out of here. I guarantee you are. You hear me?
It's like shooting free throws. You might hit 100 in a row, but you're gonna miss one.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Keep on shooting.
Yep.
So this is my whole thing, man. We I got videos and stuff that I've been making, man, with tragic stuff. These kids are posting these fights. They're posting people getting shot, killed, all that on social media. I don't want to never show nothing like that, man, because I don't glamorize that type of garbage. But I will be sending that stuff to the news media, to Shara Jones, all kind of people like that. You know what I'm saying? All those people that I named last week or the week before, I really don't remember. But they are going to play a part in trying to get this city together. A lot of people don't like to do it on the cuff, so we'll do it off the cuff. But it's time for these people who got these platforms to start stepping up and using them.
Yeah, we got to do something. Yeah.
Bruh, I'm tired of being the murder capital. I'm tired of being the STD capital. You hear me?
Definitely.
I didn't know how to put that message out there and really spread that word to my people. I'm trying to get y'all to understand what's going on. When they say that's the new normal, the guns, the killings, the shooting, that's the scare tactics, bro. We do stuff to always justify our argument. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's fake news. You hear me?
Come on.
Yeah, your argument is right if it's really an argument. But if I go shoot a school up or set a bomb off just to get a rise out of people, you hear me? Now I created a scenario. You hear me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the argument that people making about, okay, that's what I'm saying. I want them to totally understand what I'm saying, bro. The people that's making the arguments are the people going to shoot up the school. So when I go shoot up the school, then I get to say that all the kids should have been armed. That justifies me exercising my Second Amendment right and all that other stuff, man. It's fake news. You hear me?
Right.
Those are the scare tactics. You hear me? And they're going to continue to do that because, one, we too lazy to get up and do something about it. And for two, we're cowards. You hear me? So this is the way that it goes down. When they go shoot the school, we cry, you get all scared and you panic and you worry. It's just on to the next. Tomorrow you'll hear about a whole nother one. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling my people, when I put that at the beginning of my show as the intro, it said it's been over 300 and something. I dropped it like maybe 2 or 3 days later after we recorded it.
Yeah.
By that time, bro, it was already up to 500 and some shootings.
Wow.
You can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's madness. You hear me?
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. That's the scare tactics to justify. I told you we need a gun. Second Amendment rights. No, bro. If you work for the police department, they supply you with guns. If you sign up for the military, they supply you with guns. Everything you need. If that's your job, because being a police officer is a job. If you go to White Castle, you don't have to bring your own spatula. You don't have to bring no gun. They're going to give you something to flip that hamburger with. You hear me? So everything that you need. You didn't make no shirt and sew no M on it at the crib. They gave you a shirt that had an M on it. You hear me? You didn't bring your own fryer. No, they put you on fryers.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing to do no job. The people that want you to do that job got everything you need.
Yeah.
Leave your AK-47 at the crib. Leave all that garbage at the crib, man. You hear me? But you know, and I had the list is even longer, bro. but I didn't want to even seem like that I'm just doing something to try to glamorize all this stuff, man. But when I put this this whole thing together about the kids and violence, man, you hear me?
Yeah.
And you know, I threw in even the Central Vigilant Performing Arts shooting,
Right.
because
That-
why forget about
yeah,
it? It
that's
happened.
tragic, yeah.
I mean,
Right.
if it was your kid or somebody that died, you definitely won't forget about it. So why forget about it? It's
Yeah.
happening. You hear me? And to me, if it's been in the last 5 or 10 years, how old is it? It's not all that old to me. You hear me?
Yeah, it's people still walking around with that trauma, man.
Okay, so I already talked about the Phillips 66 shooting and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then like I told you, you heard about the 2 teenagers that got charged for taking a 2-year-old in the home invasion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another situation. Okay, now they just tried the guy who did the murder for hire, the plot against the teacher that killed the pregnant teacher that broke in her apartment and all that. You don't remember that?
Oh, wow.
They just now try. Remember, he
Yeah.
paid his friend or somebody, but
Okay.
that's some more. You hear me?
Yeah.
Teachers, police officers getting ambushed, Officer Bohannon. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, bruh. They not getting held accountable. The Caitlin and Alex situation, you hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The police crashing into the bar downtown. Oh, if they wasn't members of the LGBT community, this wouldn't even be nothing to talk about. No, they're human beings, so it's something to talk about.
Yeah.
You crashed into my building.
Right.
If I was just an average citizen, you would make me take a sobriety check.
Exactly.
Nobody's above the law.
And
I'm
they-
sick of it.
And they was clowning when they did it, man.
Come on, man.
Speeding down the street, ain't no nah, man.
Why would they have to take a sobriety check? You would make everybody else take one, and you like to use that T word, transparent. You know what I'm saying? So being on the up and up and showing that it was nothing underhanded with it is being transparent to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, maybe we need to go back to school, bro. The way they explained that word to us, that meant not foggy in no way.
Right.
Clear as that thing.
Maybe.
See through.
Maybe they need mean translucent or turpid.
Bro, I was finna make up a word. I don't know what the hell that
Right.
is. Okay, so then like I said, that's a teacher getting murdered. Still a kid involved because she's pregnant.
Yep.
Let alone the murder suicide with the mom and the 4 kids. They're still kids.
Yep.
Ferguson, Michael Brown, Ferguson, kids. It's still kids, man. Everything is kids. Okay, then you got the teacher come out of retirement, gets jumped by the student. How many fights did they gotta have, bro? This ain't the first. I just seen not too long ago a lady was talking about her kid got the eye socket broke and all this all kind of stuff, man. It's just too much of it. Okay, the Airbnb shootings, multiple. You see them showing footage
Yeah,
of
just
it.
riding
That's
down
not
the
a
street,
nuisance.
Shooting up houses and stuff, man.
Come on, man. Kansas City shooting
Yeah.
at the parade. Those
Them
were
was
kids.
teenagers, yeah.
Teenagers, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff, man. All of this violence out here. You got the little 5-year-old boy that got hit by the car over on Taft that got killed. Yesterday, you had a 14-year-old in Jennings that just got stabbed and got
Yeah.
killed. You hear me?
Lost his
Every
life.
single day, man. Every single day. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because these parents is not parenting, man. I got the tripping off of it. You hear me? I seen a post the other day about the movie Menace to Society. And I thought about how much that movie shaped our generation. It did that Boondocks type thing. It put how we live and what we be on into plain everyday view in the light. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And showed us how ridiculous we are sometimes. All that want to be hip, want to be this and that. You hear me? That fight is strictly because of the times we living in. Social media, everybody want to be perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody, they diss Floyd Mayweather, but they all want the Floyd Mayweather. We want the 50,
They
you
want
know.
the 50,
We
yeah.
we don't want to take no L.
Yeah.
We want our record to be perfect. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And then with it being social media, you get the hell beat out of you. You got to wear that to the end of time. You hear me? So they don't think, man. They need to really start educating these youngsters. Y'all taking y'all own life. You hear me? I would love to see some of these youngsters, man. You know, if you 17 and you do a really bad crime, and I ain't talking about murder, because murder you should be point blank period tried as an adult. You hear me? But if you do little petty stuff, you know, you joyriding, to me smoking bud, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that.
Yeah.
You hustling. You hear me
Right.
trying to make a few little dollars. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's reasons why they put restrictions on it. You know what I'm saying? You get out here passing out drugs. you know, you could pass out some of that fentanyl, opioid, somebody could die. You hear me?
Right.
That's the real honest to it. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know, we make all that cute stuff. Like, you know, you don't get out here being promiscuous or whatever it is because you wouldn't want to just have no baby out of wedlock or anything else like that. Yeah, and you don't want to get no STD either.
Right.
So it's more to it. They always, you know,
Yeah.
all they all cute. You know what I'm saying?
Really, the baby is what you want. You don't want that other. Anything else is craps.
So if you just hustling and doing little petty stuff like that, man, I feel like if you stay on the straight and narrow, you know, do 5-10 years and be an adult when you get out, you know, not repeat. Because if you repeat, if you 17 and you in jail, you still fighting, you breaking out. Once you do all that, once you turn 18, to me, you should be tried as an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you really want to go to school and mentor these youth and teach them and tell them, hey, I made a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? If I had to do it again, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of stuff that's worthy of a second chance to me. You hear me? Some of the best stories, bro, are stories of redemption.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love to hear people bounce back. Everybody go through something. Life is hard. We all go through something. You hear me? But all this whole fly by night, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, you know what I'm saying? It's not what it do. I got to thinking about myself, man. Everything in life, man, is like a big old pie, big old piece of pie, bro. And every part of your life is a wedge or a slice out of that pie. You hear
Okay,
me?
talk about it then. Bring it
Man,
on.
come on, man. Like, I was like, if you put that same amount of time into your health and I was gonna say wealth, but your finances as you do to look good, then your finances and your health will be a lot better. I said, but you know how we do. We take everything and make it mean what we want it to mean.
Right.
When I say put some time into how you look, you know, how much of that pie, because you get 24 hours in a day, right?
Yeah.
And then they tell you in order for you to be healthy that you got to drink all this water and sleep 7 to 8 hours
Right.
of the day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do the math. You got 24 and you take 8 of them from it, so we talk about 16 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you eating a nice balanced meal? What they going to run you about an hour, 30 minutes?
Yeah. If you got to fix it.
Okay, we're going to say 2 hours if you got to fix it. Now you're down to 14. Okay, now you got to work because you got to work in order to eat.
Yep.
So, you know, a part-time
work,
probably
young
ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to just work to eat. We want to work so we can smoke bud, wear the Nike slides. You know what I'm saying? Get the tats. That's what we work for. So a part-time ain't going to cut it. So now we're going to take 8 more out of that 14.
Right.
Now we're down to 6.
Uh-huh.
Now you got to do any type of studying if you go to school. Put an hour on it. Now you got to have some type of social life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we down into that 6. You ain't even washed your behind.
Exactly.
So now, out of that, maybe that 3 to 5 hours that's yours per day, how you look, how you live, the money you have, and everything else is how much of that pie out of that 5 hours do you want to dedicate to that? You hear me?
Yeah.
The more of it that you dedicate to your health, the healthier you're gonna be.
Right.
The more of that 5 hours you dedicate to getting your finances and everything right, the better your finances gonna be.
Right.
You sit there, you pray, you breathe, you meditate for your 3 to 5 hours, the better your mental probably gonna be. So it's all about what that time means to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, we have a little bitty window, man, a small pie. But a piece of that pie has to go into working on your mental health, your physical health, your financial health, all of that.
Yeah, all
Because you're
of it.
going to be suffering.
Yeah.
I don't care
You
if you
can't
don't do
neglect
nothing but
none
move
of
10 minutes a day, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't get no exercise and no movement in your life, your canvas, your body, your health, and everything is going to show that.
Yeah.
You hear me?
True.
So that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, man. Put some time into getting life right. You hear me?
Yeah.
Your mother don't owe you nothing. I know she put you here, but be careful what you wish for, because your legs stay open a lot too, and you might mess around and put somebody here, and they might start grabbing her and telling you what you owe them for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be careful out here, man. You know, on to the next, man. You know, they had ran down that verdict, man, that old Janae thing. You hear me? I felt like, for one, if dude would have said that it was basically impossible for him to get a fair trial, I would agree with it. I don't think he would have got one here, but being honest, with that type of high, profile type of case, I don't think he would have got it nowhere. And I think he was definitely wrong. Lot of things came into play into that, man. You know, I'm with the family, man. How many times? 100 ain't a slap on the wrist. 100 is F it, do whatever hell you want to do, and ain't nobody finna say nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't, you know, say what he did was right or wrong, but we talking about teenagers, man, and young people. Who not gonna test the water if I tried to do something 100 times and got away with it?
Yeah.
And I didn't get caught. You hear me?
Right. You wasn't monitoring me.
Especially after everybody, all your partners that pass you the blunt and slap you 105, tell you how cool they PO is.
Right.
Yours got to be just as cool.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Light
Oh,
skin, you
I
got
ain't
your
even
little
know.
braids. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Miss New Booty with the big dunker is your PO. You hear me?
Right.
You know, all you got to do is, smile a couple of times,
Flash your gold,
flash your little grill, you know what I'm saying? Drop a couple of hundreds or something. And everything is all good. But they was playing chess, man. It's like a big old chess match to me, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how Riley's defense tried to act like the other people were at fault. When you speeding, you got a gun on you when you're a felon, when you violated your parole 100 times. You hear me? Come on, man. You are definitely at fault.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be in the picture. That's like driving on a suspended license.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't care what they did. You suspended, you shouldn't be here.
But see, the thing about it is, the defense, they tried to do everything in their power, man, to try to switch up the whole what they say demographic of it and everything. But I like the way that they played it right back, man. Come out with her legs exposed. You hear me? Don't try to hide it. That's something you got to deal with. You hear me?
Yeah.
And you make him feel that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with her, man. 19, 20 years, it's good that the brother gonna have to sit down and have a whole lot of time to get his mind right. But she ain't never getting them legs back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got to change these laws, man. But like I said, man, I'm like it was a female that was in Alton that got caught in the crossfire, 13-year-old that just got killed. Like I said, the 5-year-old over on Taft. Then they just had another shooting over there, back to back. It almost seemed like we say how they just glorify stuff. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, every day you're hearing about people dying in fires now. You hear me? More and more and more. You know what I'm saying? But right after the kid got ran over, they had some type of big shooting over on Taft. You hear me? Come on, man.
I think they had a house fire over there too, didn't they?
Bro, it been all kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You hear me? Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Violence at the school. Like I said, kids getting shot. Public transportation people getting shot. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got police chiefs and everybody else that don't want to hold people accountable. And when they get out here and make the same mistake, want to try to defend their officers, justify all that other stuff, man. No. Until we wake up, man, and start holding people accountable and really realizing what this life is about, man, it's like magic, man. It's illusion. You hear me? There's no such thing as making anything disappear. You hear me?
Right.
It's illusion. I used to do a little simple trick where I would take 2 pennies and put it in my hand. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Remember,
Right.
I do that and would
Yeah.
dump them out,
Yeah.
and then I had 2 pennies in one hand, and then I won't have none in the other.
Yeah.
And then I do it up. I blow all in my hand. And do all the extra,
All the
man.
misdirection.
And they really thinking that you done something. You hear me? When it's just common sense. You hear me? Only thing that I did is drop both pennies out of one hand and still got the other 2 in the other hand. You hear
Right,
me?
yeah.
But like I said, it's all illusion. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, it be days where I walk in the house and I see people walking down the street and I be like, I wonder if they looking all in my car or looking in my truck. You hear me? So I just wait till they pass me, open my screen door and just let the bars slam where they can hear the bars. You hear me? All they know is you done went in the house.
Yeah.
You turn around and you on your porch, man. You see people looking all in your ride,
Yeah.
doing all kind of old extra stuff. You hear me? Because it's illusion, man, and that's how we do out here in this world. We take everything for face value. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? See, there go y'all brown sexual. Y'all hating on Michael Jordan. Y'all do this and that. You hear me?
Right.
It's fake news, man. Ain't nobody never had no problem with Michael Jordan, LeBron, or nothing. You hear me? But if you got people out there that's forcing it into your head that it is a problem, it's something against him, you got to choose up.
Yeah.
You got to be on one side.
2 sides. Yeah.
Nah, bro. Like I said, the guy called me racist, said I'm doing this, and you use people and you liberals. You know what I'm saying? Who's the racist? When you got to start using words like you people and all that kind of stuff, man, that to me is the sign of a racist person to me. You know what I'm saying? Why do you got to talk like that? People are just people. What you mean use people and all that extra? You hear me? Like my people say, when you got to talk about you got blacks in your family or you got black friends, when you got to try that hard to prove that you're not racist, you probably racist.
Yeah, like old Jeff Foxworthy, you're probably a racist.
Yeah, man. And on that note, man, we got that big old election coming up, man. Like, I want to show this video, man, just to show people how that Republican Party think for real. You got people like Nikki Haley say that I would just want to make sure everybody had a voice and this and that. Yeah, but if you don't believe it, what are you out here speaking on it for?
Yeah.
You just trying to get the votes and everything else? No, that's how y'all honestly feel about that, man. But like I said, when you handpick somebody in this perfect world, we wouldn't dare say that we made the wrong decision and made the wrong call because you've been handpicked in this perfect world. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I just cannot believe for 1 minute that we're willing to sacrifice the whole integrity and brand of the United States just to give somebody 4 more years, just to satisfy a personal itch. You hear me?
Right.
That's all it is about with me, man. But they know this guy is garbage. You hear me? They saying the same things that I've been saying, man. You know, I can't get them to boost the how do we make America great again because, you know, anytime political, you know, and anytime they feel like they're gonna lose $1 or a quarter, then they start, you know, handling you a little bit different. But that's what we can do, man. You know, we could right some of these wrong ourselves, man, by getting out here and voting.
Yeah.
The shooting up the schools, that's going to always be their way to justify that we need the guns. We're never going to beat them with that. Because if we use violence, like Martin Luther King said, we ain't going to never be heard. So we can't go the violent route. You hear me? Bruh, every day I sit here, I get madder and madder because I be like, man, I'm so tired of people trying to pull rank like they so tough. We all put our pants on the same way. You're not scaring me with that. You're not that tough. You hear me? Yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm not stupid, bruh. I don't want to get shot. I don't want no unnecessary bullet in me. But keeping it all the way 100, there is no man on earth that put no fear in me.
Right.
What can you do that I can't do? You put your pants on like me, nigga. You piss like I piss.
For sure.
You hear me?
Yeah.
If you do it different than me, then you got some issues anyway. You're no different. There's nothing special about you. You don't go in the phone booth and change clothes. You don't leap tall buildings.
Right.
You're not super ninja.
Not at all.
You just a regular person, man. You're not scared of nobody.
Yeah,
I don't want to get shot by your little gun.
Yeah.
But as far as my perspective, your point of view, my point of view, nobody is that special, man.
Yeah.
We all human.
Mine. Yeah.
You hear me? Use people. No, us people. We all people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dogs don't ride Metrolinks. People with dogs that have problems ride Metrolink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. But yeah, man, they play games, bro, and they try to pull a lot of wool over people's eyes, but they know what that dude about and they know what he stands for. And here's the receipt. Run the clip, man.
Tell you what I really think of Donald Trump. This man is a pathological liar.
He put us $8 trillion in debt just in 4 years. Our kids will never forgive us for that.
He does not want us to solve the problem at the border. He wants to lay the blame for the border at Biden.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
You can be the most worthless Republican in America, but if you kiss the ring, he'll say you're wonderful.
President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States.
To my Republican colleagues who are defending the indefensible, there will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain.
Yeah, we back live, man. I mean, they know who this guy is, bro. And they know what he on. You hear me? The bad rhetoric, man. Come on now. Every single late night host in America has unlimited material off of how this guy roll. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody lying on him and it's such a witch hunt and everything else, then how do these people continue to fill up studio after studio just to talk about this guy every night? The Daily Show, the Tonight Show. Late night, you know what I'm saying?
They are liberal, man.
No,
they are liberal leaning.
Okay, and everybody that's CNN and everything else, Fox is conservative, huh?
Well, Fox is conservative. Yeah,
man, it's all trash. It's all trash, bro. They know who this dude is. They handpicked him, and I'm like, man, what do we do at this point, bro? What if he do get charged with all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? It should be a no-brainer. He shouldn't even be able to run. It's too much of a distraction. You hear me? I mean, what's the difference? If Kim Gardner and all these supposed to be the law of Missouri, St. Louis, the prosecutor or the head, the face, if her being a funeral director, her hairdresser, in-home nurse, and all that is too much of a distraction for her to properly do her job, then what's different than this guy? in and out of court all the time, all these old underhand dealings.
36 felonies.
You
pay all these civil fines. Yeah.
You're distracted, man.
Yeah.
You can't possibly do a good job. You hear me? But like I said, that's one of the ones when I want to do the wild thoughts and everything. You're a felon. You can't run for president. So how about I just be president and just change all the laws when that they got something to do with me? Pardon myself and everything.
Well, now that I'm the president, I'm going to pardon myself and expunge all of these felonies.
Speaking of pardon, while I'm on the subject and got time, bro, I would like to pardon myself and give some Mike justice to the man that was next to me today at the grocery store, sir. I let him have it for no reason. Bro, I thought I was out there by myself. Stomach wasn't feeling right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to deal with it, so I know he didn't want to deal with it. I done cracked the window, opened the door, assumed the position, bro. I'm thinking ain't nobody out there. I done let a moist one go brack, brack. You know what I'm saying? I heard the window next to me. Zzz. I'm like, oh hell no, somebody in the car over there, bro. You know me, I'm trying to play it off. I done got up under the car. I'm like, man, what the hell is that sound, bro? Man, so hey, I don't know your name, sir, but if you was at the grocery store with me this morning and I let you have it, I'm 100% sorry, sir. I didn't want to deal with it. That's why I got out the ride. So I know you don't want to deal with it. It happened to me before and it didn't go too kosher, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't get as ugly as it did that time, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep it pushing. Hopefully, man, it seems like that weather holding up. I don't know, you know, we'll get the verdict when we come off this area if we had any of that technical difficulty.
See any animals floating by, whatever, you know?
Yeah, man. Before I go on, man, that family, man, that old Edmondson family, man, they've been pushing they ain't leaving it alone, man. They want to see Kim Gardner lose her law license.
Wow,
brother.
Yeah, well,
I think honestly, man, to me that was some more that keeping it real going wrong. I think that's I think she gave people a pass, and I'm not gonna necessarily say she just did it for our people or whatever, but you know that's what people be expecting. You hear me? And like I said with Louis Reed and all of them, you hear me? Come on, man. You think they was the first people that ever did some type of underhanded deal or took some type of money? No. You just the latest to get caught.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah. And it was so much amateur hour going on, man. You know that they ain't about that life. I mean, you counting out the money right in front of you.
Yeah, and all of that. Come on, man. But that's the thing about it. See, when you try to justify things in your own mind, in your own head, you really don't care about the next person.
Yeah.
You know that people doing it, so you just want the opportunity to put your bid in.
Right.
You don't want to get played.
I'm
you hear
get
me?
Mine. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else doing it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people I say are career politicians. They just in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad, but you got to watch your back way better than that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna play them games. You hear me?
Exactly.
It's just certain things that I wouldn't do. You hear me?
You're right.
Like my man that I be talking about all the time, Mr. Sage Odom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be dissing my own people, down them, and try to make a whole page where I know a bunch of racist people are just gonna hop on that bandwagon just to try to get likes and clicks. I told him, I say, bro, you sold your soul to try to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he act like he didn't understand what I'm saying.
Right.
I said, that's just like me right now with everything that's going on, make a I hate R. Kelly page. You hear me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who hate O.J. Simpson?
Right.
Yeah, you are gonna go viral.
Yeah,
I
come
bet
on.
you are.
This is a place for you to express your hate for OJ.
But you know how it go, man. Just because you can do everything don't mean that you should. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story, bro. My next thing, man, like I said, we're not gonna ever beat them with the skirt tactics because we're not about killing people. So they're gonna continue to try to shoot people so they can have that upper hand on us. So the only way that we can win this war is to honestly get out here and vote, bro.
Yeah.
I'm even holding myself accountable on that. Even these small little elections. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these people be in here and be career politicians. We don't know who the hell they are, and they never express what their views are or what they running for anyway. So stop letting them be in there like that. We know it ain't working. Keep it moving. Yeah, keep on getting somebody else until we get the results that we looking for, until it get right. We don't have to worry about what they're talking about, who they are, their personality, and find out nothing about their background. I see the job that you're doing. We're not getting the results.
Right.
It's still teen violence, kids still getting caught up in everything, still shootings on the Metrolink all day. I don't know who the hell you are, but whoever got them offices ain't the right people because they ain't getting the right results. So
So
vote somebody
keep it
else.
pushing, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, man. If we don't get out here and vote and continue to be lazy, then things like school shootings, movie theater shootings, and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it's going to become the new normal because they're not going to quit doing it. You hear me? Because it's fake news. I cannot justify and make my argument right
without this.
You hear me? The ninja that got 15 kids is going to go get the script that say be fruitful and multiply, and make that mean whatever the hell he wanted to mean when he's saying it. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You parenting. Your parenting is bad. That's why this generation suck. You don't supposed to. You got 20 years on your kid. I know some of y'all got about 12, 13 because you had them a little young, but you got double-digit years on your children, man. Y'all should not be on the same level and the same thing.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
A 40-year-old and a 17-year-old don't supposed to be on the same thing.
Yeah.
You wondering why they don't have no direction. If you at Airbnb on Saturday and your kid at Airbnb, nah, bro. I tripped out how much menace to society still resonate with this time now. Because we have not changed. We have not grew. The music is still the same relevance, the same, fake it till you make it, show off your bling bling, act like you hip, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? What they say, the game ain't changed, just the players.
Right.
It's still the same game. The lingo just changed a little bit, you hear me? Back then it was on my mama and goddamn me. Now it's bruh and all that every word, you hear me? But it's the same game. Say less, you hear me? Make it make sense. You hear me? All that old hip stuff, man. But the game has not advanced, bro. It's still the same movement I saw in the 90s when I was coming up. You thugging it, you posseing up, you being part of gangs because you scared. You hear me?
Yep.
You got to have violence and all of that stuff so you can be equipped to handle all the wars that you out here making for yourself. I'm talking tough on social media. I got to walk around with my gun on me every 2 seconds. You hear me?
Just in case.
Just in case. No, just in case turn into what's up is finna go down because you carry yourself different.
Right.
Your mannerism is different. All that social media, all these guns, it has taken real life away. Negotiating and problem solving is not an option anymore. Yeah. We're going to throw hands. We're going to shoot somebody. Somebody's going to die because you looked at me wrong.
Because I don't do much fighting no more.
If that little bit ticked you off, you need to be in a cave, be underground, be somewhere. Because tomorrow the person on the TV might look at you wrong.
Exactly. Hey,
the police might look at you wrong. To me, bro, that's death penalty worthy to me.
It's this guy, man, that's been locked up. He say, when you get up in that prison, man, and you ain't got access to them guns and that easy way out, and you find out that you got to actually stand on all that you talking about, you got to fight for real, people switch up real quick.
They switch up real quick, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Just with me dealing with the dude, Sage Odom, and all the hating on LeBron and stuff, man, when they thought it was a popular thing to do and you could get all the likes and clicks, you had so many people that was hopping on that bandwagon. You hear me? I told him, I say, man, you be surprised. People want to choose up. They make it like it's size. You hear me? That's why I said kill the fake beef, all the East Coast, West Coast, Pac and Biggie. Fake beef get people killed. You hear me?
Yeah.
But I tried to tell him, I said, only reason that people are rolling with you because it's the popular thing to do. And they ain't never seen no other side of the game. But soon as one person say anything against you and somebody hop on that bandwagon, bro, your time is up.
Yeah.
You hear me? And soon as I start putting a whole different perspective out there, people like, oh, you just a bronze section, you just mad, you hating. I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, it's just basketball for me. I could give a rat's what it is for real. It ain't even that serious. Only thing I'm saying is that you're falling victim to the brainwashing as well. If you got to do your people like that and down your own people and give them the satisfaction of watching you do it for likes and clicks, bro, you have sold your soul to the devil in my eyes. You don't have to do it that way. Right. So as soon as I came on there and was like, man, no, y'all need to celebrate LeBron. Y'all be doing all that hate, man. You the Bron sexual. You be having dude naming your mouth 24/7. What's it about? When I switched up on them, instantly everybody else started switching up on them. They want to choose sides. You hear me?
Yeah.
I want to make a point so bad. You know how we do the 2-word tackle? Yeah. I started to go with it today and be like, man, my 2 words, because I always try to think about something that coincide, that always getting played together. You know, I say up and down, hot and cold. You hear me? So my theme for the day was going to be the simple, salt and pepper, right and wrong.
Okay.
Right and wrong. You hear me? Bruh, I've noticed that it's a whole lot of people who want to do the right thing, and y'all are doing the right thing. You probably don't know because you don't have nobody around you that really want to take one for the team and let you know, because it's more popular to roll with what everybody else is rolling with. So I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. That was going to be my 2-word tackle for the day. You hear me? Don't get it twisted. Some of y'all are on the right track and doing the right thing. You just under the wrong influence. You're doing the right thing. You just around the wrong people when you're doing it.
Shoo.
So you take it however you take it. You know what I'm saying?
Church.
On to the next, my brother.
Yeah.
We already talked about Nikki dropping out, man. So I'm like, what that leave him with just Biden and Trump?
Yeah.
The old man that they say offered his rocker and missed to grab him by the.
Yeah, another old man that's off his rocker.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bro, if that's the best we got, once again, shame on the people. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Like I said, if y'all want to roll with the garbage, that's your business. But to get that real, I advise you to start watching some of these videos. It's a lady that's on internet, man. Her name is Stella Mag. She reads off all these speeches and different press conferences that Trump be having. Oh, you talking about some rambling and just be going all over. Her name is Stella Mag, dude. And white young lady. So, you know, it is different when it comes from them.
Right.
It don't seem so much of that. We're, you know, I'm racist and I'm a liberal and all this and that, man. You know, once again, bro, they break it down the way I understand. You know, I told you when I said I tend to lean towards the Democrat because it's more like the way I live. You know, it's more for people that's on the level that I'm on. And somebody told me that I totally had it wrong. They said the Republicans try to represent like they're the ones for our type of people, for use people, for us people. And I'm saying, make it make sense. So when people out here complaining about the economy, it's the Democrat, because the Republicans are the ones with the money. The Donald Trumps, the rich people.
Yeah.
So he's not saying that these lazy ninjas just want to get food stamps. No, he's saying that it's cool. I'm cool with paying for them, letting them just have babies, get on welfare. No, he ain't saying that. He ain't saying that, bro. They not for us. You hear me?
Yeah.
They're not for us. I'm trying to tell people, like, do what y'all say y'all do. Stay in your lane, stay in your place. I was telling my people, I said, with all this madness that's going on, the best thing that we could do is absolutely nothing, bro. Because we ants on the ground. We don't even matter. You hear me? Only way they going to know about us is we start putting ourselves out there and making ourselves be seen and more known. You hear me?
Yeah.
And that's the trickle down of all this going viral, social media and all of that. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could have stayed in your lane and ain't nobody even got a trip out for you. But you wanted to make sure you made a whole bunch of noise. You're mad at LeBron because you want his spot. You want Taylor Swift's spot. Okay. It's a little bit more than just everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people don't have the heart to play the part. But if you want to take that on yourself, do you.
Yeah.
Do you. Yeah, man. I don't know if we queued up. We got a round that went down for him.
Yeah,
or?
we got the round that went down.
Yeah, you know, I'm like the lady that's on the news, man. You know, back in the day, she said, we just threw hands, you know what I'm saying, and you live to see another day. Yeah. I'm almost to the point where I hate to even show it now, man, because it just be so much violence, you know what I'm saying? But I be like just showing stuff as a fan of the sport, man. And it don't be about just nobody getting the hell beat out of them. It just be sometimes about, man, these are memorable things that went down. You know what I'm saying? Things like when the guy parachuted in the ring at the Holyfield fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just memorable things, man. Just like, do y'all remember some of these dates? You hear me? Yeah, but the clip, man, is Ray Mercer and Tommy Moe. You know, Tommy Moe of old Rocky V fame. Yeah. He was undefeated at the time when he had this fight, whipping everybody. Hey, Tommy Gunn was the real deal. You hear me? Rest in peace, man.
Crap, Tommy Gunn.
That was another thing that I tripped off of, brother. I was like, do you know that we probably done 4 or 5 of these so far, and every last person that somebody in one of those rounds we showed is not hurt. I said, well, we start off with Hagler and Hearns. Yeah. Marvelous Marvin Hagler ain't here no more. Then we go to Corrales and Castillo. Yeah. Diego Corrales not hurt. Yep. Gone. Then we show Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward. Arturo Gotti, not here no more. Yeah. Finna show Ray Mercer, Tommy Gunn, Tommy Moe, not here no more, man. Yeah. You hear me? Yeah. I'm like, wow, man, it just crazy. That's another thing too, man, just to give them people some shine, man. Some of them came out on some bad ends sometime, but
But hey, you can't take nothing away from them, man. You know these guys. It's like them professional champions that Mike Tyson used to beat. They wasn't no bums.
No, they
These
wasn't, man.
champions.
Larry Holmes was 49-0, 48 or something. You hear me? Before he even lost any fights. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Dude beat Muhammad Ali. So no, they ain't just bums, man. You just have superior talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we gonna go into that, y'all, and just try to lighten it up a little bit. I don't know how much it's gonna lighten it up, but this the round that went down. Y'all roll the clip.
Covering up after that. You heard Tommy Burgess tell Tommy Morrison that he was getting away from the game plan to start working the body more.
Right, he wants him to go back, but he wants him to relax too. Like I said, he looked real anxious and uptight at the beginning of this fight, and that'll wear you out in itself, just that nervousness.
Mercer with two good right hands. And now Mercer on Morrison in the corner. And Mercer's all over him, and Morrison in trouble. And Morrison goes down for the first time in his career. And that is it.
That's it.
The fight is over. Ray Mercer has won it. He successfully defended his WBO heavyweight championship.
Woo. Boy, what a flurry of punches Ray Mercer put together there. Tommy Morrison does not know what town he's in.
The fifth round for Ray Mercer, handing Tommy Morrison the first loss after 28 straight victories in his career. All right, Joe's going to head up into the ring now. Mike Marley with us, and here comes Mercer on the attack, and right at this point, Morrison's out of it.
He was out on his feet, precisely, Glenn. He was out of it, groggy. I mean, he doesn't know what's hitting him at that point.
Well, those are damaging blows right there. He was out of it. 4, 5, 6. Wow. Morrison could have been seriously hurt there.
You're exactly right. Referee Tony Perez should have stepped in a little bit sooner.
Take another look, and you can count him. At this point, Morrison's out of it right here, after that left hand. Now, from this point on, this is the damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And finally went down for the first time in his career.
All right, man. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Hey, rest in peace, Tommy Moe.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, sometimes what they say, everybody meet they maker, man. Dude used to put them hands on people, was undefeated. But it didn't take no time. That round, it went down. Yeah, he caught him at a bad angle. Woo-wee. And if you don't like that, you don't like championship boxing. That been my time, y'all. Yeah, in the next couple of weeks, man, we're gonna be making videos. Oh man, I got some stuff to show these people, y'all, and we're gonna see what we can do to try to push on to get some of these results. But the whole key, y'all, is to get out here and vote. I can't tell you enough. I can't stress it enough. I don't know if they ever going to try to silence my voice, hate what I do, but I'm going to call it down and keep it real. My people ain't stupid, man. I'm just so tired of acting like we don't understand real life and pulling wool over our own eyes. Like we say, make it make sense. If all this garbage that y'all see on social media, if you can make some sense out of that, then we can make some sense out of real life. This stuff that's going on don't make sense, bro. You hear me? Right. The pen is mightier than the sword. We're never going to beat them with the violence or the scare tactics. You hear me? So we have to beat them the way that we can beat them. Get out here and do it the right way. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep on pushing that message to y'all until we get it right. And I'm going to keep on pushing to do what I can do to get it right. We will be contacting these people in the next couple of weeks. And, we'll drop it on the air, man. Keep them informed and see what kind of feedback we get. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, food truck and everything coming soon, y'all. It's finna be spring again, the good old springtime, y'all. So I'm finna step out here for real. Thank y'all for showing that love on that Wings video. Keep on pushing that thing. Click it, view it. We got more to come. But, this been your boy, and that's been my time, and we out.
Peace.